Coming up this week on Minecraft Me, we show you how to take the basic, everyday look of Minecraft and turn it into something that is just gorgeous, beautiful, and amazing. And shaders can do that. We also cover the Minecraft news of the week. We have a server showcase, and we take your questions. All that and more coming up.
This is Minecraft Me, a show that is about Minecraft, where we bring you some of the most awesome tutorials on the internet, reviews of mods and pack picks that you can use when you play. We take you on awesome adventures, all with Chase and Joe.
Minecraft Me is brought to you by viewers and listeners like you on Patreon. That's right, patreon.com is a place where you can go and support Minecraft Me for as little as $1 per month. And when you do that, you help keep this show on the air. Head over to patreon.com/Minecraft to support Minecraft Me. Hey guys, welcome again to another edition of Minecraft Me. This is the show that is entirely about the game from Mojang called Minecraft. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or an expert. We like to show you how to play this awesome building blocks game. Hopefully you guys have had a great week, and thank you for downloading and watching this show, whether it be live or tape. I just want to say thank you, and especially thank you to all the Patreons out there who support this show. You guys are making this show possible now more than ever. My name is Chase Nunes, and joining me on every single edition of Minecraft Me without fail is my good friend, guide, teacher, and 3D printer extraordinaire, Mr. Joseph Albee. Hey, Joe, how are you?
Good.
Have you printed anything lately, my friend? Have you?
Actually, it's funny you mentioned that. I did. Somebody asked me to print something for them. I'm not exactly certain what it is.
What? Wait, what? Can you bring that closer? You did print something.
I did. Well, I mean, it's just plastic, so it's fairly durable.
Okay,
I'm honestly not sure what
Wait,
it is.
so he sent you plans.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, I'll just print it.
Yeah.
And you have no idea what it does.
Nope. I had to tweak it a little bit too, so that it would, because it has an inset base, which is kind of, it's hard to see, but it's hard to print that.
Right.
So I had to tweak it just a little bit to make it print, and it turned out okay. I mean, it's not fantastic. I might print it again at a higher res, but yeah, I have no idea.
You have no. You're like, hey, can you print this for me? And you're like, sure.
Pretty much. It could be part of a nuclear weapon, and I would not know.
Nuclear.
It would be a very small and fairly pointless part. But
nuclear weapons.
Yeah, that
the naval base in Alameda. So, hey, you guys, we have a great show lined up for you guys. We, of course, have the Minecraft news of the week. We have a server showcase. We have your questions. We have a pack pick. And this week's segment comes, actually, you know what? I'm just going to read this. I'm going to show this off to everybody. We had an email came into the show. It was, hey, guys, I just finished watching your Forge episode number 103, and I was hoping that you could try out the following mod, GLSL Shaders mod by Karyonyx. Inside of that mod, you may want to try out Sonic Ether's Unbelievable Shaders. You can access the shaders through the texture pack button on the menu. Thanks, guys, and keep digging. And by the way, this was Ender Guy 14. Sorry, I didn't pull it up on the thing there. Which got us thinking. We haven't covered shaders in a while, especially with the new version of Minecraft. You know, the most common version that's out there right now, 1.7.4. And we know there's newer versions. So we're going to cover that this week, and we're going to show off a whole bunch different shaders and how easy it is, really, to change the look and feel of your Minecraft world. And we'll maybe talk about the differences between shaders and resource packs, because I know a lot of you say, well, I can just put a resource pack in and change the look of Minecraft. And I assume, Joe, that's a lot more involved, right? Like,
well, it is. It's a little bit more. It's difficulty-wise, it's not that much more difficult. It's actually pretty easy. But with the results you can get out of it are completely different. You know, when we talk about having high-res texture packs, this goes well beyond that. This is full on rendering changes, how the game actually draws things. So it's really, really cool. Some of them are really, really amazing and look fantastic. Others look really good and then are completely unusable. And others you think don't look that fantastic. And I found a couple in here that I'm like, these actually aren't too bad. It's not really overdone. It seems to run pretty well. And you get used to it. And I kind of like them. So, but yeah, they're really cool.
Well, let's move on to the news. And this first story is not your atypical Minecraft story, but I really wanted to bring it up because I know there's a lot of kids who download and watch this show and may not even realize this huge security risk that occurred. And Joe, he works in IT every single day. He works for a municipality. Obviously, in some shape or fashion, this affected him and his life probably as well. And Joe, do you know much about Heartbleed? Now, this is not a mod for Minecraft, but do you know much about Heartbleed?
Yeah, it's basically a bug that was recently discovered in OpenSSL, which is used in a lot of places.
It's security. It's a security layer.
OpenSSL is part of is used in doing secure transactions. Yes, yeah. And this bug is basically it's bad.
So whenever you log in to, say, Mojang servers, you log into a bank, there's a login to your Amazon account.
Not quite that. Okay. It depends on the infrastructure they have behind it.
All right.
And also how up to date they were, because strangely enough, older versions weren't as susceptible as new ones. So it really depends on what that particular company doing, how up to date they are, and what software they're running on the backside. But yeah, a lot of places had vulnerability problems. Amazon definitely did. LastPass was another big one. Cisco has had a few things on some of their equipment. So there's been a fairly big thing about it.
So when this rolled out, when Mojang found out about this vulnerability, a lot of people were not able to get online yesterday. We actually received a couple of emails saying, "Hey, I can't get on." And the reason why is because they shut down all their login systems because of this. And because of this major issue, what they recommend first off is you should change your Mojang or Minecraft account password. There's links here to do that, and we'll have a link in our show notes so you can follow these instructions. And also, there's other sites that you may use. Say, I'm not even going to put up a list, but there's probably a lot of sites out there that use these things. It's always a good idea to change your password from time to time anyway. So they recommend that you should change your password on other surfaces that you may have logged into recently. Now, another thing that you should realize, and this is very, very important, and I'm going to read this verbatim here on the site. It says here, due to this incident, we've been forced to discontinue support of the legacy Minecraft launcher, the one used before version 1.6. So if you're using a version of Minecraft older than 1.6, you need to download the current launcher from Minecraft.net. And remember, that current launcher does let you play older versions of Minecraft, so you can still play on servers that are 1.6 or before. Okay, so no longer you cannot use a legacy launcher. Now, Joe, do we know if this affects Magic Launcher or some of the other ones as well?
It probably does, because it's all about how that version of Minecraft authenticated.
Right.
So it's not something that is a problem with the launcher. It's something problem with the server side. So the server side, to support those old launchers, they probably just turned off.
Right.
Something my guess is they were planning on doing in the near future anyway. This just sort of spurred that.
Okay.
So the new authentication system on the new versions of Minecraft and the new launcher is a different method and goes through different servers.
Got it. Okay. So moral of the story here, kids, if you haven't changed your password for Minecraft especially, you need to change it. If you don't know how, ask a parent or a guardian or, big brother or somebody that you can trust and say, "Hey, can you help me change my password?" Maybe they don't realize the significance of this security event. So make sure you go ahead and change your password. First thing I did today, after I was able to get back online and do those sort of things, is I changed my Minecraft password. I changed it to something else.
Yeah.
I also use a service called LastPass, and LastPass has a really nice tool that actually will go through all the sites that you visit and say, "All right, you should change this one. This one's okay. You should change this one." I know not a lot of people use LastPass, and some people may use other services, but there you go, you guys. Be safe out there, especially on the internet. For those who play on the 360, great news for you guys. Finally, Title Update 15 has dropped. It is here. If you haven't updated yet, you can now. Lots of fixes in here. Basically, that's all that there is in Title Update 15. Just lots of fixes. Fixes for maps not showing correctly at the start of the game. Fixing for slow chunk loads. Also, there were some issues where the chat pad wouldn't work when you're trying to type in stuff for the anvil. A lot of different things, but mostly fixes. Hold on, I'm losing my voice. There we go. It's back. People are like, darn. But yes, it is out. It is ready to rock, and go ahead and grab it if you haven't had a chance to do that yet. Joe, have you heard of the game called Titanfall?
I think so.
It's out on the PC.
Isn't it? It's like a game that they modeled after that Ironfall mod for Minecraft, right?
Man, how'd you know that? It's like, that's incredible. So a mod called Ironfall is available in very alpha stages right now, and in order to play this is on another server provider's website. But I'm always impressed, Joe, when I look at these kind of things. Here's some pictures. This one doesn't really, man, this is really zoomed in. I should just click out of that. But basically, it is a mod based upon the Titanfall franchise, which looks phenomenal. I had a chance to check this out earlier today, and it's really, really cool. The only drawback, unfortunately, is you can't go and install it on your own server if you want to do it locally. You have to go online. You have to do it, and you have to be connected, which is kind of a bummer because I know a lot of you, like set up a small little server and you just want to play on your own and not have to worry about strangers or freemium or premium services. But I will say this, Joe, is really cool seeing these mods based upon other games. And this looked really cool. I don't know if you had a chance to check it out or check out the video, but it's really neat. It's really cool.
Yeah, I watched the video. It is really cool looking. I hope. Unfortunately, there's a number of mods like this that look really cool, and it's the sort of thing though that a lot of people make to bring people to their server, and so they never actually release it. So it's a very, very limited thing where it ends up just being on one server, and after a while, of course, people stop playing it because either that server's full all the time or whatever.
It's a bummer.
And I really hope that eventually they release that to more people, more than just one server.
Yeah,
because that'd be really cool.
Final bits of news for those, we already know that 1.7.6 and newer breaks servers that are 1.7.5 and earlier, but they did roll out a bug fix that was causing some server crashes with 1.7.6. So now the most current version is 1.7.7. However, remember, do not download 1.7.7 and expect it to work with our 1.7.5 or 1.7.4 servers because it just won't. It's unfortunate, Joe, because it kind of gets confusing. Because before you would be able to download it wasn't a point release, so you could still be safe using older versions on this. Now it's like you need a roadmap or something.
It was really nice when you could. Well, previous to 1.7.6, 1.7.5 and earlier were all version compatible back to 1.7.2, which was the one that Bucket built their server on, and then Spigot built their server on, and Forge was built around, stuff like that. So a lot of people running 1.7.2, it was great. The only thing they lost was the Twitch, the built-in Twitch streaming, which for a lot of people that's not a big deal.
Right.
But it was still version compatible, so you could have the Twitch streaming on a server that wasn't running that version. But now with 1.7.6 and 1.7.7, it's dropped the backwards compatibility. So we have to wait for Kit and Spigot to catch up and hopefully support that. Or if they're just going to say skip it and go straight to 1.8, which is due fairly soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
now we've already talked about this. We're going to be rolling out our brand new world here very, very soon. I estimate probably within the next week. We just got a few odds and ends to tie up, if you will, and get it all rolled out and ready to go. And don't worry, the current world, or the Season 2 map, as we're calling it, the current world, will still be available. 3. Well, the new one's Season 3. I'm talking about the current one.
Oh, you're the current map. Okay.
The current map will still be available, but what will happen is once we flip the switch on the new one, you will actually spawn into the new world if you're joining it new for the first time, and you'll have the ability to go back to the older map for a time period. Last time we did it, it was about a month or two. We let people go back and forth, and then eventually we said goodbye. And we moved on from there because we want to help and encourage the new map and the new server and stuff. Yep. Now, one of the things that I want to share with you guys is we talked about goals and stuff, and we talked about our brand new Patreon last week, Joe. And one of the things about this Patreon is we had some goals, Joe, and
we did. We do, rather.
We do. And one of the goals was met over the past week, which I am just so stoked about. Yeah. So, as you guys see here, we have 43 patrons. We have $376.61 per month. And in case you guys are wondering, where does that money go? It goes towards the server. Because we don't own the server. We have to pay for it in a facility.
But it really goes to the server. I always thought it was going to go to feed your microphone addiction.
No, I don't have an addiction.
You don't have, Okay.
No,
right.
no. But seriously,
no, it really is for the server.
It really is.
But yeah, it's the server. The server obviously has a cost involved in it.
Yep.
And we've been very, very fortunate to have an awesome sponsor who's been willing to put up with us for now. And unfortunately, that's going to go away. It's nothing against the sponsor. I think it's great and it's awesome, and I love everything that they've done and he's done for us. But yeah, he's cutting the leash. We're going to have to be on our own.
Yeah, we're going to make a transition. Now, here's the deal, you guys. Now, we do the show out of the kindness of our heart. We love doing a show about Minecraft, but unfortunately, it's not free to provide a server for everyone to play on, a TeamSpeak server for everyone to chat on while they're playing, a chat room or an ad-free stream so you can actually watch the video while not having to be worried about being interrupted by ads that you may or may not agree with. It's one of those things where you can just watch the stream on our website at live.geekgamer.tv, and you don't have to worry about an ad popping up. It's really cool, and also have the ability to watch mobile on your phone. Now, all we ask is that you contribute at least 25 cents per episode. We do 4 episodes per month, and when you do that, that helps keep it free. It helps keep it going. It helps keep the road going, because obviously if we can't reach a certain minimum requirement, then what does that mean? That means that we're probably going to have to discontinue the server. And then if it gets even worse, we'll have to discontinue the show. Now, if you decide to pledge at least $1 or more per month or higher, there are many different perks. And one of the perks that I want to share with you guys today, and we showed you this perk last week, but we're going to show you this because I should have queued up a drum roll, Joe. But what we're going to do is I'm delaying right now because I have to load up something. I have to load up my version of Minecraft here. Let me jump in. Today is a very momentous occasion, or monumentous occasion, I should say, because as we record the show live, so by the time you hear this, if you've downloaded the show and you are a Patreon supporter at the, what was it, $5? Was it $5 per month level, Joe? Was it $5?
Yeah, to get access to the Patreon area. Let me double check that, but I think that's right.
I think
to the creative area. Yes, yeah,
yes.
That's it. $5.
All right. So here's the deal, you guys. If you've contributed at least $5 per month to the Patreon area, and I'm going to come right through here. So if you go to spawn, you go /spawn, it drops you here, and then I'm going to walk out the doors, okay? And now I'm walking out here. You'll notice there's a few more portals here, Joe, right?
Right. Well, we have the desert spawn. It's been there for a while. The west spawn has been there for a while. And we got this new one I put in a while ago, like a week ago. That just says creative building world, and it's opening soon.
Well, wait, Joe.
Yeah.
Can't we just get rid of this and open it now?
Sure. Why not?
All right.
We don't need any of these. These are just in the way.
All right. You know what that means? So that means we can just walk through this portal, and it takes us to the creative world.
It does, yeah.
So here we are. Now we showed this on last week's episode, so go back and watch episode 120. And we explained how you can claim your area. But here's the great part about this world, okay? Even if you're not a Patreon supporter, you will still be able to walk right on in and check out creative areas. Even if you're not a supporter, you won't be able to build, but you'll be able to look.
Yeah, you can walk around and fly around because everybody's in creative.
Yeah, you can fly
and check out the map and obviously right now it's super exciting.
Yeah, there's nothing here.
and yeah, you'll be able to you come right into this, and this plot, this first plot that you come into is actually one that I've claimed, and it will be where we will build some sort of a entry building. And a
welcome center.
Busy with other things, haven't been able to build that yet. So so right now all it has is the entry spot and a portal return arch to go back to the main map. But yeah, you can wander around here and see what awesome builds the Patreon supporters will start putting together.
Right.
So, but yeah, or not so awesome builds.
Right.
I don't know.
So when you're in the creative area, when you walk through the portal at spawn, it drops you right here. If you want to return back to spawn, or you can do your command /spawn or /home, or you can just come over to this portal here, walk right on through it, and it'll drop you right back out here.
Boom, you're right back at outside Spawn Manor. Yeah.
Yep. So
there is one more portal or one more arch down here that we haven't really talked about.
Wait, should we?
Well, we really can't open this one yet.
Okay. Fair enough.
But that one is, it says right there, coming soon, and it really is. But yeah, that's the new map. Here we can let me see.
Yeah, you're gonna bring me over. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's raining here right now, actually. Look at this.
All right, so this is our protective booth area.
If anybody manages to figure out how to get to this world, this is where they end up, and
they get
sort of
trapped.
In. But look, they can see the Minecraft Me sign.
Wait, that's
the new and improved Minecraft Me sign.
It's version 3.
Yeah, and let me clear up that rain for just a bit. And you can see the new spawn building just beyond it, and lots of cool stuff in that we'll be checking out soon.
Totally, this is awesome. So, I want to make it clear: if you are a Patreon supporter and your card was successfully charged in the month of March, for March at the beginning of April, you now have access to that creative map right now. If you have issues, if for some reason you can't claim an area, or you're having some technical problems, please let me know right away. Send me a message through the Patreon system or whatever, and just let me know. And we'll get it fixed as soon as possible. Now, if you are interested in becoming a Patreon and you want to get that plot of creative land, and you not only you want to get that plot of creative land, but you want to also support what we're trying to do and create a show about Minecraft, all you got to do is head over to our website, patreon.com/Minecraft, and pledge and become a member. And what will happen is you'll be added to the list, and then that following month, at the beginning of the month, you will get we will send you out a survey, you fill it out, and then we start delivering on our Patreon promises to you. Obviously, some of them we have to do individually, because if you become, say, for example, a diamond level member, then we have to reach out to you directly, because we're going to do a one-on-one Skype call with you. So if you want to support us, support independent content, and support what we're trying to do, a show about Minecraft that is geared towards the community, how-to, having fun, lava, building, tips and tricks, and more, please go to patreon.com/Minecraft. And I want to say a big thank you to all the patrons who support our show, because really you guys are going to make it possible for us to support this show and not have to worry and stress about if we're going to be able to afford to do this in the future. We're trending positively. If you can afford $1 a month, that's really all we ask. If you can do that and you enjoy our show and you have fun, please consider becoming a Patreon today. All right, so shader mods, Mr. Joe. So first off, you have to have Forge installed, right? And it's a real simple install. You just download it, double-click on it, and it installs itself. It's pretty simple. So we're not going to show you how to install Forge. We've covered that before on the show. Not too much involved. So past that point, what do we need to do next, Joe, to get going on the shader world?
So the big thing is the shader mod we're going to talk about is specifically for Forge. Now there are some versions that work without Forge, and there's nothing wrong with them. They're just a little bit more difficult to install.
All right.
And so we're not going to deal with that.
All right.
We're just going to do Forge because Forge is double click and drag some files around.
Right. Yeah.
I mean it's really simple.
Sure, totally.
So yeah, once you have Forge installed, which again is really easy, you're gonna look into your Minecraft directory, your .minecraft folder, and whether that's on Mac or Windows doesn't make any difference. The easiest way to get to that is probably with your launcher. There's a really kind of a simple, cheaty way to get there that somebody pointed out in a previous episode, where you hit the Edit Profile button.
All right, so I'm gonna go
down there
here
at the bottom. It's
profile.
And down there at the bottom it says Open GameDir. You just click on Open GameDir, and it takes you right to your Minecraft Minecraft file.
Real simple and easy.
Perfect.
Okay.
And so yeah, you just go there.
Okay.
And inside of that, once you've installed Forge, what you'll see is a mods folder.
Right.
And you open that up, and that's where you put all of your Forge mods, whatever they are. So the one that we did before is like the mini maps. Or we're doing the so the mini maps
or World Edit CUI,
inventory tweaks, or the World Edit CUI. Well, the current version of World Edit CUI actually doesn't work in Forge. It requires Light Loader, which is actually another easy, simple install. It'll even chain to Forge. That's how I have it set up on my machine.
Got it. Okay.
So, but yeah, this is where you'd put in, like, if you wanted the Forge version of Optifine, you'd put that in there. All those sort of things. It's really easy to get mods installed once you're there. And yeah, so you just dump the mod file in there, and you've already done that. Look at that.
So I have the mod file. It's a
shaders mod core.
Uncompress
it. You
just drop it in.
Special. You just drop it in there. Yeah.
Drop it. Okay.
That's it.
That's easy.
Just drop it in there, and then you can run Minecraft.
Okay. So I'll just go ahead and let me select. Let me cancel this.
Hit cancel to get rid of that, and then make sure you pick the Forge version, and it usually labels itself as Forge.
Yep.
And then yeah, you just hit play.
All right. Doing that now.
And when it launches, the way you confirm that you have Forge installed and working is at the bottom left of the screen. It'll actually tell you the Minecraft version and then the Forge version down below. You can see you're running 10.12.0, 10.24, which is right now, as of right now, the recommended release for the 172 string.
Okay.
And you also gain an extra button on the screen called Mods.
Mods.
And if you click on that, you can see the mods that are loaded. Now, the weird thing I've found is the shader mod isn't listed under there.
So how do I know I have it in?
Well, the way you find that out is go back, hit done, and go to options.
Okay.
And what you'll see is a new button there called shaders.
Oh, look at that.
Right next to language.
Yeah.
And so if you click on that one, you'll actually see the shaders you have loaded. And you don't have any installed.
No, I don't.
Which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. There's a button down there at the bottom that says Open Shader Packs Folder.
Okay.
Click on that. That will take you to the folder where you put the shader files.
Okay.
And so the way this works is the mod you download allows you to load shader configurations. The shader configurations are really small zip files that define how it actually renders the content.
Now, I've done that ahead of time. Let me just snap this over on both sides of the screen here. So this is that shader packs folder. And as you see, I've downloaded a lot of different kinds of zips. Now, do I copy all these over, or do I
you can move all those over if you want to, or you can do them one at a time. It doesn't matter. Okay. We actually can, using that shader pack interface, we can pick which one we want to use.
All right, so I'll just bring them all over. So I've just moved them all. And now,
now if you go back to Minecraft,
there they all are.
They all popped right up, just like resource packs or anything else in Minecraft. They just showed up.
Wow. Now I see some of them have a little bit of a kind of a coloring to them, but not all of them do.
Yeah, you can, because you can actually, using special characters, you can color any text in Minecraft. It just picks it up. So a few makers have done that. A few makers didn't. But yeah, these are the shaders. These are some that I picked. They seem to work pretty well. Some of them work better than others, and a lot of them have very different effects. But what I would do is actually join a server or start a single player map or whatever you want to do first, because you never really know what the shader is going to look like until you run it in game. So don't pick any. Just leave it.
So
it
just
the way
hit
it is.
done. Hit done.
Just hit done.
Got it. Okay.
And hop into the server. Just hop into the pub server, and I'll bring you over to where I am.
Okay.
We're gonna do this from. I'm not gonna say it's a hidden spot, but we're going to do this from a spot that's a little ways out of the way, but has some good stuff that we can look around and see.
Hey, Joe, that looks like a very familiar house over there.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was looking at the water and the cool tower that's over there. And
okay.
So
yeah, we got a
but you can see
here.
this is obviously stock vanilla or stock Minecraft, vanilla Minecraft.
And I'm using the faithful 32 texture pack, yeah.
Which is obviously our favorite texture pack for doing the show because it's faithful to the original, but still looks a little better.
Yep.
But now we're going to make it look completely different.
Okay.
So go ahead and hit escape and get back to the Minecraft menu and go to options and then shaders.
Okay. So I'm here.
What do you want to try first?
Well, let's just go. We'll start from the bottom and we'll work our way up.
Okay.
So zip zap shader. So do I just click on it?
Yeah, you just click on it.
And that's it, and then done.
That's it. You can see it's already updated in the background, and if you close that, you'll see one of the big things shaders do is look over at that tower to your left.
Whoa!
If the water comes in right, if the brightness is right, you'll actually see a beautiful reflection.
Okay, so the water's still drawing in right now, so it's taking its time.
Let's see. It looks like maybe the water's not rendering on yours for some reason.
Well, look at the shades over on that house over there as the sun goes by.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
It's really, really spectacular. What you can get out of this is really amazing. And the nice thing is there are texture packs that work really well with shaders and some that don't. Faithful is an okay one, but you can go.
Now, Rebel 14 is saying I should
texture pack.
He says I should lower the quality settings because I'm not seeing in the water, obviously.
Yeah, so what you can do is hit go back to options and hit shaders.
Okay.
And over on the right-hand side, you can see the different things you can turn on and off or change settings. I'm not your settings, so I have cloud shadow turned off on mine. And everything else is the same. I'm not sure why you're not getting the water. Oh, there you go. You got some water in that pack.
Oh, I can see it.
This particular shader, the water wasn't really that good. We'll see another one in a minute here that I think has a much better water reflection.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
But it's got this area's got this whole glow to it. The light I agree with Jay Huckabee in the chat. The light effects are just amazing.
Yeah, they really are fantastic.
It makes this whole area look vibrant. Like
yeah. Well, but this is just one of the shaders. Remember, each shader can lend different effects and different colorations.
Look at that.
There you go. You got the sun reflecting.
Oh, you know why it was all dark? Because the stadium was casting the shadow over the. Whoa! Look at that, you guys. Look at the as the sun moves across. Look! Wow, that is.
And you can see I'll even cast a shadow as I go past.
Oh, that is amazing! Look at that. You can see the sun and the
rays and stuff like that on it. Yeah.
Wow, that is beautiful. That is amazing.
So yeah, this is just a little bit of what the shaders can do. And obviously, I wonder what happens if I fire off some fireworks. I haven't actually tried fireworks in this. I have a little fireworks dispenser over by this anonymous house that we've never seen before.
I've never seen this house before.
Yeah. Oh, they look pretty much the same.
Wow. But I got to say, the reflection off the
really
water,
fantastic.
Look at that. That's just, that's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got an okay reflection there.
Yeah.
Well, let's try one of the other shaders.
Okay.
Let's try one of the others. So
hit
escape, go back to that.
Options.
And waving plants, I've already looked at it. The plants wave. That's pretty much it.
All right.
It's not that exciting.
Should we move just right into it then?
Yeah, let's go to the Silder's vibrant shaders. I think that's I like this one a lot because it's a lot brighter. And you can see, there you got a really good reflection off the water.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Yeah. And look, you can even see me reflecting off the water.
Oh,
and
you know
ripples in the water.
Jay Huckabee was saying, set it tonight and set off the fireworks again. But, oh, my goodness. Wow.
But, yeah. So
Look at that. Look at this, you guys. Jay Huckabee. We're looking at the chat. This is just mesmerizing.
Oh, yeah. It's really amazing. Now, of course, it looks beautiful, but there is a tax for this.
Yes, there is.
If you're not running some pretty good video cards, or just one pretty good video card, you will see a pretty big frame rate impact on any of these shaders.
So right now, by the way, this is 50 FPS, 40, 35, 40. Just to let you guys know, the graphics system that I'm using right now is 580 SLI. But this is amazing.
Yeah. I mean, it's really fantastic. But it and this is one of the many reasons why I always scoff whenever I hear somebody say, I don't like Minecraft because the graphics are terrible. And it's like, well, if you're willing to put some thinking into it, you're willing to pick a texture pack you really like and get a good shader going, you can get some unbelievably good graphics out of Minecraft. Everything is still cubes, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But the graphics really can look fantastic. The shaders add a lot to the game. And I mean, this is as good as any AAA, FPS that I've seen out there.
It adds a sense of depth and realism.
And actually one of the other ones we're going to get to has depth of field and stuff like that. So let's try. Let's try one of the other ones.
All right. All right, let's do that. So I'm going to hit options, shaders.
RRE36 shaders I had a hard time getting working. Let's try the cell shaders. Whatever.
Okay.
You know which one I mean. Give that one a quick try, and you'll see this goes the other direction. This is still a shader, but you can see it's a cell shader.
I'm playing Zelda now. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, or how about Borderlands
or Jet Set Radio?
Yeah, I mean it's clearly a cell. Yeah, it's the old which Zelda release was that?
Was it the Wind Waker?
Wind Waker, yeah. But yeah, I still think it's a good effect. It doesn't obviously have the water effect, but it is a really cool looking effect.
Wow. Oh man, this just looks phenomenal to me. I mean, this adds a whole different depth and texture and a feel for a game that we've been playing for so long now. Obviously, some of the blocks aren't quite there yet. When you look at those blocks, they almost look too normal.
Well, a lot of it too is dependent to some degree on the texture packs and how new the different blocks are. I've noticed a number of them don't have the colored glass panes very well yet.
Oh, I see.
Because it is a relatively new block, stuff like that. But
the shaders look phenomenal.
The shaders are really, really amazing.
And the performance on this one's actually pretty good. If you look at this, you guys, I'm getting about almost 60, and it's nice and fluid, and it's really not too bad. Wow. Just super impressive. And it almost...
Checking out the boats over here and stuff like that.
Check out the sailboats. Actually, let me head into the stadium real quick here.
I don't know what stadium? What are you talking about?
This
Where
thing?
are we?
Oh, I don't know.
We're just in some anonymous part of the map. Nobody knows.
Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, it looks like some animals are out on the field grazing right now.
Figures. Well, they got to keep the grass trimmed.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, so let's take a look at.
Let's try. So you have an NVIDIA card, and I have an NVIDIA card. So let's see if we can get the next one up going. The CUDA shaders version 4 Ultra. So CUDA is of course the NVIDIA implementation of card programming. And so this one should run reasonably well on NVIDIA cards and not very well on ATI cards. So we'll see what happens.
Okay, there it goes. It's I'm going to let it kind of draw in the background. So, and now I'm going to hit done. Whoa, this has got a different feel to it altogether.
It does. And this one has
this is weird.
Motion,
this is
it
so
has
weird.
A motion blur and also a depth of field. So if you look at look at me.
Yep.
So center your cursor on me, and then center your cursor on the ground. Look behind me. See how everything's out all blurry, and then center your cursor on something behind me and see how I go all blurry.
Whoa. Oh my God, Joe, this is so awesome.
It's really amazing. And this is, and just to remind everybody, This is still Minecraft. We're not playing the next Call of Duty game.
You know, for
We're
a minute,
not playing...
like right now, I honestly feel like I'm at the ballpark. I mean, I'm looking over the fence at the ballpark, and like I look at it at the distance here. Look at, oh my gosh, this is, you guys, seriously, for a minute here, I'm being super genuine, okay? I'm amazed. I am so amazed by this.
If you take a step back and look through the fence, you can see as you go between the fence and looking at the background, you can see the focus switch.
Yep, right there. And then you can see my shadow. Doesn't this look like a nice, beautiful Sunday afternoon at the ballpark? And you got look at the shadow moving in.
The self shadow is something that this game, that Minecraft beats on other games, because other games you don't have feet, you don't have legs, you don't have a shadow. You can actually see our shadows in the dirt. Look at them
as night
moving back and forth.
As dusk comes over the ballpark here, you can see it.
Then turn around and take a look at the sun and the shadows coming towards us.
Oh wow!
So and look at the little sun.
Let me come over here. I mean, you can see the houses drawing in.
Yeah.
And hold on here. Let me just get here on the shore. Look at this. Look at this, you guys. I mean, frame rate. Just to let you know, frame rates I'm getting here about 30. It's pushing pretty hard. And I'm, like I said, SLI is 580, and now it's night here. Look at this. Wow. Just so amazing.
Oh, and look at the paths. Oh yeah, look at those paths.
Look at that, Joe.
So those pathways are lava underground lighting up. And you can really see the light coming off of that and the glowstone above the trees and stuff like that. So
well, look at this. Like, I mean, just look at the night, the twilight. I mean, it feels the glow from the inside of your house. I'm super impressed. I am just breathtakingly impressed by this. Yeah, you're right. This is a whole new game, Jay Huckabee.
It's, you know what it really reminds me of is some of the similar work to this has been done on Grand Theft Auto 4 for PC, where they've done the full shader replacements and they've really turned it into photorealism. Do you see that, game.
Joe? Lens flare.
Oh yeah,
there is lens flare.
Yeah.
You guys, now I know a lot of you kids. You're going to be like, Mom, Dad, I want to run this. Man, hopefully, I know some of you may not be able to.
Yeah, it takes a fair bit of system.
Wow.
So we have one more shader pack to talk about here.
Okay.
And this one is don't click on it.
Okay.
This one is a little different. This is a graphical change, but let's just say, well, have you ever those of you who've seen what was that game with dreams inside dreams inside dreams inside dreams?
Oh boy.
That one. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So if you've seen that game, this might seem kind of familiar to, or seen that movie, this might seem kind of familiar to you. So go ahead and give it a try and load it up.
Thank you, McKenzie.
Inception, that's the one.
Yeah.
So go ahead and load that one up and see.
I'm sorry.
We'll just see what happens.
Which one was
Acid
it?
Shade.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay, there it goes. And it's loaded. Oh my goodness.
So yeah, everything kind of moves.
Oh boy.
And
yeah,
if you turn around and look behind you, you can see stuff moving, and as you move your cursor around, stuff moves, and
oh gosh. Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get sick.
Yeah. So this is also what shaders can do. So you have the beautiful graphics, and then you also have this world wrapped around, I don't know, a sheet that somebody's flapping in the wind.
God.
I have no idea. It's yeah. Well, come over here. Look at the stands as you fly towards the stands. You can see them all kind of waving at you as you go by. I mean, you can do your own wave with the shader pack. So,
oh my gosh! I mean, you're seeing. Oh, jeez, I'm feeling weird.
So this is like I said, sort of the other direction you can go with shader packs. This is still impressive. Don't get me wrong, impressive in its own right, but a little twisted.
People are like, turn it off. All right, so, by request,
let's go back to one of the other shaders.
All right, so we're by request. So some of you guys in the chat room, we're gonna head back to CUDA real quick and get normal again. And
normal,
yeah,
relatively normal. Yeah.
So Joe, can you add a water source block and kind of pop it off of this glowstone here? And because some people want to see some flowing water, I know I do. So
there's some water flowing. So water still has to obey the physics of Minecraft, right? You can't really hack your way or cheat your way out of that. But you do get the as you glide around it and you look at the glowstone block at the top.
Yeah.
You can see it kind of shimmering. So you get that water effect of the water flowing over it.
Yeah, so let me go ahead and change it here. Let me go to Zip Zaps here. We'll try Zip Zaps.
Now some of the shaders have
that one doesn't work.
Extra features, but depending on the texture pack you're using. One of the ones that I ran across that they talked about that I thought was really cool is you can have if the map starts raining and you're running the right shader and the right texture pack, it will actually create puddles that reflect water as well. And then once it stops raining, the puddles will go away. Wow. So really, really cool effects. But again, it's a lot of it is based on what texture packs do and what texture packs you pick and which shaders you're using and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. I still think you know what, my two favorites of the ones we've looked at, my two favorites are the CUDA shaders and the Sildur's vibrant shaders. Yeah. Those are definitely my two favorites.
Yeah, I'm on the Sildur's right now, and you can look at the water. I mean, especially when you get a low perspective, you guys.
Oh yeah. The reflection on the water is really amazing. Yeah.
I'm astounded.
So I'm killing off that water source block.
Yeah. I just love the fact. I mean, you could see me, you could see the jellyfish in there, and
yeah, and if you stay in one place and watch me fly around above the water, you can see my reflection on the water. I mean, it's not just environmental things. It's everything in Minecraft is being reflected, and it has to be because of the nature of Minecraft. It's not like you can pre-render a world with all their reflections, which is what a lot of their games that have these sort of graphics end up doing, is they pre-render a lot of those ray trace effects. And obviously we can't do that in Minecraft because Minecraft is generated based on players' whim.
Even underwater.
Oh yeah.
It looks phenomenal underwater. I know it's a little dark, but man, just amazing, you guys. So yeah, we'll have links to all these shaders in our show notes, so make sure you check those out. We'll have them in all the show notes here. But I mean, just amazing. I mean, it's just beautiful. I mean, even coming down to the field level here, and you see the shadows of the pigs and the players, and just beautiful. And then we'll wrap it up with some CUDA. And it's all drawing in right now. But you know, you can do some of this bokeh effect.
Yeah, some serious depth of field stuff. I mean, it's really, really cool.
Wow. I'm gonna head over here. So there you go, guys. Just phenomenal stuff. And remember, when you're all done and you want to turn it off, all you got to do is just
go back to none.
None.
That's it. And you're back to vanilla Minecraft. No funky shaders. And yeah, so but like I said, one of the things is some of the shaders I tried didn't work at all.
Yep.
And that's why I recommend if you haven't used a shader before, connect to the server, connect to whatever map you're going to try it in, or a server or whatever. Go to a spot where you know where you're going to be. where you're in a decent, okay position, and then try applying a shader, because you would hate to be in a spot where something bad is about to happen and you can't see anything because the shader failed.
Right.
So,
yep.
So yeah, that's the only major thing I would strongly recommend when you're trying these out. But other than that, go for it. Do whatever. Feel free. Do whatever you need to. And there's great instructions on the actual shader mod on how to make your own. So if you want to try your hand at building your own shader, see what effects you can come up with. Maybe we can show one of those off on a future episode. So really, really cool stuff.
Beautiful.
They're really are outstanding what you can do with these things. You do
obviously need a pretty good system to run them. I know that now, just to let you guys know, a lot of the shaders that we did show off some of the medium and ultra higher end shaders. They do have lighter versions of the shaders as well, depending on your systems. I definitely wanted to push it a little bit and see, but what I was pushing for you guys wasn't even the ultra. There's some ultra shaders that are out there that are just wow. So so that was great. Thanks for that, Joe. So let's move on now to our server showcase of the week, and this one was set in this week by Michael 244892. I know this doesn't quite roll off the tongue, but here it is. And let me just read what he wrote into us. He says, the build started as my hidey hole back when the server started. I have since built it into a castle complex with cow and pig farms, as well as a tree farm and an XP farm. I've also featured a large underground pumpkin and potato farms. I started an underground villager trading area using cured zombie villagers. If you start at the coordinates given, you'll be at the XP farm. Now, by the way, unfortunately, his coordinates didn't get me to that specific area. I did find his area. But he basically said if you follow along the path, you'll find many different things, the main base, and this was done by him and his sons. So here we are, Joe, and this complex, by the way, is big. It is big. So it says follow the lapis blocks to the menorah overlook, but we'll just take a walk here, and actually we'll just do some flying. But as you can see, this complex is very, very big. The XP farm.
You like just flying around and getting around the obstacles that way, huh?
Yeah. Oh wow!
What? Wait,
what? Hold on. Wait. All right, fine, fair enough. Yeah, I'll give you that. Okay, so let's take a look here. Let's fly around and look at this huge complex. And Joe, this is big. This is
totally quite large. Yes.
Yes. And this shows that he has been around since the beginning of the server, because he amassed a lot of claim blocks and a lot of materials. Now remember, this is all done in survival. So here's the menorah overlook here. So you can go in here and take a look at the whole compound, and there's a menorah right there, a beautiful looking menorah. Yeah. And it's still burning. Can you believe that? It is still going.
Wow.
I know. Take a look here. A lot of green grass. I like that very much. And lots of jack-o'-lanterns everywhere, which is very, very nice. I haven't taken a look yet of what's underground, but man, this is just huge, Joe. Just big.
It is, yeah.
A lot of stuff, a lot of space here. Let me fly around over here. Yeah, there's there's another overlook area over there. I'm trying to find access.
Lots of pumpkins too.
Yeah, I mean he's using them for lights, which is great, and it works very, very well. Is this the entrance to the underground over here? Perhaps. Let me see. All right, so here's some of his animals. Look at the zombie. Look at that, and he's got an egg. Oh, look at that. How cute. Anyway, let me head inside here and I'm taking a look around. This is get your charcoal. Unit is self-powered and never needs to be refueled. Huh. Oh, he's got a big tree farm here, which is very nice. And more jack-o'-lanterns. I mean, this is just a huge complex. I would get lost.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see. And that's just a kind of a blocking area. Can't really go that way. Here's all the villagers. They're all inside. We'll head this way here.
Oh, he did manage to find a couple of spawners, zombie spawners.
What happened there? There we go. I don't know how I got kicked out of there. Hold on, you guys. There we go. See what else we got here. That's looks like this is the beginning. I'm a little confused on which way to go. But basically, the XP farm is this way. So I'm gonna head upstairs here. The coordinates that was given to us it put me underground. So unfortunately it didn't work out quite well. But is this the XP farm? This is the menorah.
XP farm inside the menorah?
No, that just takes you up in the menorah. I didn't know. Another bed here, but obviously to build something like this just takes a lot of time and a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
And one of the questions is, how did he indefinitely self-power it in survival mode? I don't know that. I don't know. Joe, any idea?
I'd have to go back and look at the machinery.
Yeah. Public XP farm's down there.
Yeah.
This is a roundabout way of going. Okay. Still going.
So I think the way this works is, so it
wow,
basically is turning it. The reason why it's self-powered and never needs refueling is it's turning logs into charcoal. So it takes a charcoal block every once in a while out to top up the energy source in order to keep itself burning. Does that make sense?
Wow,
so it does self-fuel itself, but it's not. It fuels itself from the resources it's actually making.
This is like a complex with a complex down here. Keep this gate closed. Well, it was open. Sorry. Villager trading area. Zombie trap is down there.
Oh, this is way down there too.
Yeah, I mean this is like near Bedrock. And he's got this hugely lit area down here. Wow, this is massive. This is like...
Yeah, we're at 12 blocks off base, off of bottom level.
Wow.
So this is way down there.
Wow. Pretty freaking massive.
Huh. It's an impressive build. It is humongous. This goes to a super large strip mine. Oh, did you see his underground farm?
No. Which way are you? I'm a little lost.
I'll bring you to me.
Thank you. Wow.
So this is where he got all the pumpkins from.
And actually, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm gonna enable it. I'm doing it. I just have to do it for this. Sorry. It brings a whole different look to these server showcases.
It really does.
Wow.
And the strip mine is back this away. I didn't look at it, but it says so. Base to the left. This goes to a super large strip mine.
Level 12.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, this is a pretty good sized strip mine. He's got
line
going
for
here.
claim.
Oh, so yeah, he marked the edge of his claim, so he knows he's zigging outside of his claim area, but it doesn't matter.
This is huge. This is Michael's mine. Feel free to look around. Wow. This whole
nether portal over here.
This whole complex feels so like a world within a world.
So this is a cobblestone generator. We talked about building these in the server before.
By the way, Joe.
Yeah.
I know we're technically doing the server showcase.
Yeah.
But there's one thing I want to do. I'm walking through the portal with the shader.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm down.
What? Whoa. What? Whoa, my gosh. I'm going to use my compass to go through the glass here for a minute. I just fell in the lava. Wow, look at this complex.
Wow.
Yeah. Look at this. This... Wait, look over here, Joe.
I didn't see where you went.
It's like he's got more... Oh, wait, he's got water in here.
Oh, that might be somebody else's, too.
Oh, okay. That's true. Actually, let me check here. No, it's open.
Huh. Just love that sound.
That's a great sound. So
yeah, a fantastic build, and it extends not only on a huge build on the surface, surface world, but also obviously a fairly big build here in the Nether as well.
Here's the Kuda, and it's so dark and yet
it is, yeah,
ominous in here. Wow. All right, guys. Well, there you go. Our server showcase for this week. Michael, great job on your showcase, man. Just incredible. I want to do say this real quick, and I'm going to put the names up on the screen. I want to say big thanks to these guys right here joining us for this episode of Minecraft Me. And if you are joining us for this special episode of Minecraft Me, we reward you in our Manor Theater with loads of EXP. And actually, I'm going to jump over there right now. I know it's going to be a little loud. Oh, man, look at this. This is so cool, this shader. Anyway, I'm going to jump to the theater. Do it at night here. And I'm going to head into the theater. It's got a weird perspective. Makes the theater looks really dark, doesn't it? So there is everybody. Just too freaking awesome. So thanks, you guys, for joining us on this show. We just have just enough time for the questions. We do questions on every single episode. And one of the things that you can do is send us your questions and comments to MinecraftMe at GeekGamer.tv. And when you do that, we read your questions if it's, well written and put together. Now, if you put a video question together or call our voicemail line, you get to the head of the line. And Joe, we do have a video question. Let me get this all queued up here for us.
Hey, Joe.
Whoop, there we go. A little too fast there, buddy. So we got a video question, and never fails. I will always put them. I will not censor our audience. And here is the video question for this week.
Hey, Joe Chase, it's me, Jackhead45, again. Seriously, I need to stop sending in messages and anything, because I need to give other people a turn. But anyways, I would just like to say that when I rewatched the episode 113, Olympic Finals, Chase cheated on the very first hurdle, and he flew over it. Nobody saw it because everybody was in front of him, but he cheated. Therefore, Chase, you should be disqualified, and your gold medal should be taken back. Keep digging.
Oh, man. Wow. Wow. Wow, man. I don't know what we should do at this point, Joe. I mean, that's just one opinion. I mean, that's one. Well, it's one opinion. It's it's tough.
We did have somebody post, and I'm trying to find it now.
Yeah.
Here it is. Here it is. Okay, so we had somebody post the YouTube video, which was a clip taken from that episode, which does pretty clearly show you flying.
The only way we would know for sure is if we actually had a transcript of the keystrokes. And the
I think the video. Well, I mean, you want to play the video? We can play the video.
I don't know if I'm able to. Technically, I don't have the link on this.
Yeah.
I don't have the link on this system.
Yeah. Just keep talking there.
I don't. I really don't.
So I think it's pretty obvious. We'll have to put the video out there somewhere. Maybe it'll end up in the show notes.
All right. So someone Matthew B pasted this link. Now this is technically a copyright violation. Technically.
Oh yeah. Let's pull that one.
Yeah. But this is the video. Here's the clip. It's a little blurry. It's a little blurry. But I'm gonna play it here. I don't know if there's any sound on it, but let me play it. Yeah, there's no sound. Okay, so there's TNT in there.
So there you were just flying for a second there, and then you failed to get over, and then you flew over it to get over that particular barrier.
Oh wow! Oh man! And then it continues.
Well, it stops there.
Oh, and we don't see.
It was just
we
the
don't see
first
any more.
one.
Okay.
It was just the first one that the evidence fairly clearly shows that you chose to fly over.
Oh man!
So
I really don't know what to say. If you guys thought I cheated, then I guess I did. I have nothing else to say. I have no argument. I've already been ruined in the area of public opinion.
The polls. Someone put up a poll earlier that was, did Chase cheat? And one of the possible answers was yes, and the other answer was for sure. And right now they are tied 50-50 right now.
Wait, yes.
So,
yeah, wait, that's yes and yes. That's basically yes and yes.
It doesn't allow you to say yes twice. You have to have two different options. Oh, look, for sure has just taken the lead with 7 over yes.
What's the difference? What's the difference between yes and for sure?
One is more confident than the other?
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. All right. So, yeah. We got some great questions here that come into the show, and let's jump right into them. The first question from JGeekW says, "Here, dear Joe." Oh, this is just for you, Joe. It's not for me. Oh. Dear Joe, a couple of episodes back, you were talking about the new map that will be coming soon. You were saying that one of the things you wanted to do was a preload or a full render first, so players would not have to load each new chunk. What are you using to do this, and how long does that usually take? Hope this wasn't too long or confusing. Keep digging. JGeekW from Lake Wales, Florida. So, Joe, what? Yeah, I'm interested in this question as well. What does that mean?
So, most everybody knows the way Minecraft servers work is they generate chunks as players enter them, and that way, the map will continue going. Will keep going. Well, in the case of our map, we don't really want it to keep going. We don't want it to go forever and ever. We've had that happen. It's not pretty. So instead, I've been using a plugin for the last couple. The current map and the new map, actually all the resource maps, use a plugin called World Border, and that plugin, it's a bucket or spigot plugin. It allows you to set a limit to the world size, how big you want that world to grow. Well, one of the features of that is filling that limited world size. So I set a fairly large world size. I can't remember. I think it's a 10,000 block radius. So from the spawn point, it's about 10,000 blocks to a circle border around the main map. And I say, fill that. And it fills it. And it takes, I think it took about 12 hours on the new map. But it is a very long process, especially for a very large map.
Right.
So, but it's a really, really nice thing. The thing is, or the reason to do that, instead of generating the server or generating the map as people venture into it, is that generation takes a lot of CPU and a lot of memory.
Right.
And so if we can avoid having that load on the server, we end up with a server that runs a little better as people wander out into areas they haven't seen before. So it's actually a really nice thing to do, especially on a server that is moderately popular, or you have a lot of people on it on a regular basis. It's really good. Rebel, did I say 1,000 blocks? I meant 50,000 blocks. I'd have to go back and look at it, actually.
Yeah. That's all right.
It is quite large.
Yeah.
It's let me see. It's no, it is a 10,000 block radius from spawn. Is that right? Yeah, 10,000. That's about 10 kilometers.
Okay.
So it's a 20,000 block diameter 20,000 kilometer or 20 kilometer diameter world. So yeah, that is actually the size of the world. And the new map, the new season 3 map and the season 2 map are both the same size. Obviously, they are completely different, but yeah, 10,000 blocks is how big the world actually, or 20,000 blocks is the diameter of the actual world. So
gotcha.
Somebody else can do the math with pi to figure out the surface area.
Next question comes in from Michaela, Soda Pop 2013, and Michaela has a couple of questions. First, I would like to state that Chase should go back to having titles. I have an idea for one. Musical quiz whiz. You know, for knowing that question in diversity. You know, F sharp. Remember that? Yeah. Second, when are you doing your next Hunger Games? I want to join now that your server is 1.7.2, and I can join. I live on Eastern time, so maybe a weekend time would be a good idea if you decide to do one. Thanks for the help. Well, Soda Pop, just to let you know, we will be doing one as long as our goal holds, and we'll be doing it next May, probably the first weekend of May, if it all works out well. And will we do it on a weekend? Probably. You know, we did it on a Sunday afternoon last time, and it worked out very, very well. A lot of people were eligible. And if you want to secure your slot, you got to become a Patreon. Otherwise, it's going to be reserved for patrons first, and then whatever space we have left over, we'll open that up. So... But yeah, we'll be doing that again in May.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Final question for this week. Hey, this came in from Tyler. He says, I like the show, guys. Hey, guys, I really like the show and recently started watching, and I'm on the 4th episode. Wow, you got a long way to go. I also want to say to my brother Dylan Hayward, who sent you an email already, I want to tell him, I'm on the podcast too. We both live in Utah, and both of us love the show. Keep up the great work. If you guys want to send in your show, your question to the show, please do so. Minecraft.me@geekgamer.tv. If you send a video question in, you get to the head of the line first. Please keep it about a minute or less. We also have a voicemail line you can hit up at our website, geekgamer.tv/minecraftme, and you too can be a part of the show. I want to say a big thanks to this guy right here who got our server up and going, has some great shader mods suggestions. Some of them are just completely awesome and beautiful. You can follow him on Twitter. Joe, have you tweeted at all lately?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Let's take a look here. I'm take a look. And Joe's last tweet was on March 16th. We're now running 1.7.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Hey.
You too can follow me on Twitter if you want, at Nunes, N-U-N-E-S, and please follow the network on Twitter, at GeekGamerTV. Also, I want to, hold on here. I was going to show you guys something real quick. I wanted to let you guys all know that if you want to go back and start from the beginning, or you want to get caught up on some previous episodes that you may have missed, head over to our website at geekgamer.tv. There you click on shows. Head on down to where it says Minecraft Me. You click on that. It takes you to the Minecraft Me show page. And there you have all the different options. You can subscribe to us on iTunes. If you don't use iTunes and you use an RSS client like on Android or Windows Phone, you can just grab the RSS feeds right here. If you're a YouTube guy or gal and you love YouTube, you can click on that button. Don't forget, we're also on Roku. You can watch all the Minecraft Me episodes to your heart's content on Roku, as well as our live ad-free stream. All that great stuff right there. We do the show Thursday evenings, 8 p.m. Pacific, at live.geekgamer.tv. We also simulcast our show on Ustream and on Twitch and on Roku as well. So I just want to say a big shout out to all those guys who help provide the bandwidth, and a special thank you to all the Patreons who you will soon see in the credits following this show. This will be the first week that they'll actually be in the show because last week I didn't have a complete list of all of them, so I didn't want to do an incomplete list. It's just not nice. So there you go. So that's it, Joe. Anything you want to throw out there before we take off?
No, I'm just really looking forward to seeing what happens on the creative map. Again, if you discover that you're having problems with it, or if anything doesn't work, feel free to send an email in or a message on the server or post in the forums. Somebody will get back to you and sort of get that sorted out, figure out what's going on with that. But everybody who is on the is a Patreon backer at $5 or more, As long as we have your information and it's correct, like your Minecraft server name is right, you should be able to claim a plot in there.
Yep, so. You should have access as of right now. As that gate is open, you are free to start building. And from time to time, we will definitely check in during the show to see how those creative creations are coming along, because I know I just know some of you are just going to go crazy. So, well, we'll see you guys here next week. Thanks for joining us. For Mr. Joseph Falby, and my name is Chase Nunes. Thank you for downloading and watching Minecraft Me. We'll see you again soon. Keep digging.